So, want to start off?
It's up to you, dude.
All right, cool. So, welcome to yet another podcast with me, Corey, and Joe. Me as in Brandon. We're on Facebook. Follow us, Forefront Studios. If you want to catch up and you missed an episode, go to YouTube. YouTube search like Forefront Studios and we'll show up. It'll be our amazing mugs in the capture of the screen. Mm-hmm. And we have I set up I was able to set up a PayPal for the channel. Yes, we got $1.
Ooh, baby.
So we have $1 for the cause.
Buy stuff with.
So I don't know. I know who gave me $1. So I'm gonna thank them later. I told them I'm not gonna say what that $1. I'm gonna find something to buy on that $1 and post it actually on the table. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say, hey, this is brought to you by
$1.
By $1, and just get a $1 thing. I gotta find that thing.
Works for me.
I'm down for that.
I got I actually have some things that would work well here. I got an Earthworm Gym lunchbox.
What? That's cool.
With Loot Crate. Luke really gave it to me, or it was a Loot Gaming. I'm sorry, it was in there. And I'm not a huge Earthworm Gym fan, but it would be super cool for a set. So I'll bring that. I was gonna bring it over today, and then I totally didn't. So I'll bring that over here.
He was a cartoon for a little bit, and I didn't take off.
I thought it was just a video game.
No, it was a video game too.
I thought, was it a video game first or a cartoon?
Video game first and then cartoon.
The cartoon didn't look so good, and I couldn't get in. I remember watching it as a kid. I'm like this. I was like, a worm being a hero.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim was weird. It was a weird.
Surprisingly, though, that would work with Microsoft. Should bring them back because then they'll have an exclusive.
That's a true exclusive too.
To have an exclusive with them, that would be nice.
Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I just got done playing Sea of Thieves the last couple of days. Yeah. Dead tired. They added some stuff to it now, good. So it's like a quest hub where you find your chest and you turn it in and then you get another one. No, you actually find them, like you can go on a quest and then they'll say, hey, you found this thing. Here's another quest to go to here. And you find this thing and they're not all the same quest. So you'll say you're hunting for a treasure chest. You see a message in a bottle and then they'll send you on a bounty quest right in the middle of your chest and you say, all right, cool. Okay. I guess apparently some of them are going to be timed. So you're going to be like, okay, we haven't found the chest yet, but we only have 15 minutes to go sail across the map and kill this guy.
Yeah.
In the time limit.
That's awesome.
So they're adding stuff to it. It's actually becoming I would say Monster Hunter-ish without the stats. So you don't have to worry about stats. So like anybody can join anytime. Just it's gonna be totally skill based. Like if you can handle a bunch of skeletons or not, that's up to how long you've been playing and how you like. And they put in different in this test. They put in different versions of the skeletons. So they had like ones that didn't have any clothing, so they were basically like, okay, they're easy to kill.
Oh, okay.
And then one guy was in our group. He's like this, skeletons, no problem. He's like, hey, they're wearing blue stuff, cool. Wait, it took half my life in one hit. Not cool.
Not cool.
They reskinned them so it make it harder for you.
Yeah, because the earlier skeletons you can just hack and slash. On the ones with clothing and everything, captain's hats and all that stuff, you got to guard at the right time. So you actually got to block and parry and then shoot or whatever. And and if you have your gun out and you only get one, you shoot and it takes like 10 seconds for you to get another shot off. They'll strafe.
Gotcha.
So you're all like, got you, I think. And you don't get unless you shoot him in the head. There's no one-shot kills in that game too.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
It actually worked out pretty good, and I think they fixed the PvP because I didn't see a lot of people camping islands for stuff. But I'm not sure just because they were just trying to sell and do the game.
So from what I've heard from one of my friends, that they every time they do it, it's a different set of things that they have in the game. So maybe this time around, just sitting on an island wasn't useful to get what you needed to get for that. Like, there's different things that were unlocked for you to use or whatever. Yeah. Like certain missions that were only allowed you to play because it's beta, right? Or is it alpha or is it beta?
It's beta.
Like, because they're just trying to test stuff, right? So if you...
Well, this one was a stress test. They wanted as many people to play as possible.
So then, yeah, they probably should have done everything.
I think it's going to be an interesting game.
I'm excited to play it.
I'll put some pre-order dollars on it. Or I may not. I may just do the Xbox Game Pass and test that out too.
Yeah, I'm willing to hear about it. I'm not buying an Xbox just for that. Nope.
It's on PC.
It's on PC. Every
Still.
Xbox exclusive still goes to PC.
Yeah, they go to PC.
I'll see.
I'm getting it because all of my friends are getting it. So
On Xbox or PC?
PC.
PC. It's
Oh,
cross.
PC.
Well, no, you buy it for one, you get it for both.
Oh, is it true crossplay?
Really?
Yeah. So what Xbox did is they said, okay, for all our exclusives coming out from now on, if you buy it for PC, you get it for Xbox, or you buy it for Xbox, you get it for PC. So like Gears of War 4, you can have it for PC and the Xbox at the same time.
Okay.
So it's linked to your Microsoft account. If you buy it from the Microsoft store, then it's linked to your Microsoft account, or I guess Amazon. I guess digital and you get it.
How does that work when it's Steam?
It's not through Steam. It'd be for Xbox.
It's
or
it'd be
Games
Microsoft
or
store. It'll look to the
Okay.
Microsoft store.
This is here I'm getting at. If you buy something off of Steam, even though it could be on Microsoft Store.
Yeah, it'll be on Steam. Then it'll open up, just like the Ubisoft one. It'll open up the Ubi launcher, right? So it'll open the Microsoft launcher.
Gotcha.
I think that I really think they're gonna buy a studio, man. I don't know which one though. I don't think it's EA or Valve like we were talking about the other week.
Well, people think it's EA.
I don't think it is, man. I think they're buying somebody else. Like, I googled to see if Microsoft was buying Valve, and it says Valve cuts ties with publisher for planning positive reviews on their game.
Wow. Okay.
That's legit, I guess. I mean, if you want to, I mean, is that really breaking any rules? If you made the game, and you want to provide something positive about the game, and you played it, technically that's not breaking the rules, is it?
But the issue
don't
is
trust
that if I'm a developer, or let's say I'm the CEO for the development company, and I can tell all my employees, hey, you buy the game, write a positive review, I'll reimburse you for the game. That doesn't help out, man. I mean, that's still kind of like saying, hey, we're gonna get the Ford Ka, which was like this 2-seater, like smart car,
Yeah.
and we're gonna make sure that forget about safety because all these other cars will smash the hell out of it. Forget about all this other stuff, but it's still fuel economy, fuel efficient. It will sit a decent amount of people in it. Just don't worry about the safety part. I'll buy everybody a car, or you guys buy the car, write a good review about it. I'll reimburse you for it, and we'll just go that route, and then everybody will start buying into it.
Well, what if the guy said write a review, so it could be positive or negative? Then
Yeah. So there's there's things.
Yeah,
that
but
do
if you're
those.
the person who's part of the game, part of the company, I mean, you really don't want to screw yourself over.
I put it as gambling, like LeBron James. If he was to gamble on himself in basketball, is that really bad if he's betting on himself to win?
But that's one person. But if you're saying all the Cavaliers have to bet on,
Yeah, but then he bet on himself to lose, right? And
Yeah.
then
Okay,
lose
that
and
would
make
that
money.
would be bad. But if you
But
bet on
that's-
yourself to
but if you
win,
allow yourself to bet, period, right? That's it. It's a weird slippery slope.
yep. Because how much work does it take for you to win it versus how much does it take for you to lose it?
Yep.
well, I guess, man, they went as far as to ban them too. They banned them from their store, so all their games, that publisher's games, are all banned on the Steam store.
So you heard about another blame of the video game, right?
What?
This recent shooting.
Oh, they blamed the video games on it.
Yep.
Of course it did.
I don't think it's video game. I think
You know what? I do blame it partially on the video games. It's because of loot boxing.
loot box makes you so rage
Damn it.
out that you
Because you can do that gambling addiction. You start getting an addiction. You start getting you start raging out. You have to take out somewhere, right?
It's like, I didn't get my legendary skin in Overwatch.
Exactly.
How dare
No,
you?
motherfuckers.
I need the rare skins.
Like I can't believe that they're going to use that as an excuse.
I know.
There's
They've
no
been
way.
using that.
Do they
Forever.
legit use
And
the
they-
boxes?
They were used, and then before that,
No,
they
not
did-
the loot boxes.
Oh,
The video games in general. My bad. Sorry, I thought you were tracking with me.
I thought like this. Did he
Come on,
legit
man.
use
I should have kept on going.
It was great.
It's like loot boxes really are the cost? Gosh dang, maybe I should stop using loot boxes.
No, they've been doing that forever though. They've been doing that, and before that, blamed action movies, and like it's just
It's whatever they can blame on
yeah.
easily.
They have to find something. They want to find an excuse,
Yep.
a reasoning.
The
Well, it was the same, like you said, it was the same thing with the television
Yeah,
because television was technically the babysitter for the generation.
yeah. And this current babysitter
Hey,
is definitely
hey,
Minecraft.
the
so.
TV
Yep.
the TV raised me right. Okay, I speaks good. I learned to share, kinda.
No, you didn't.
Well, okay, so you know, on those episodes, there's always that one guy that doesn't want to share, and then the person like, you should share because it's great. I always focus on the other guy that didn't want to share, and I was always on the side like, well, it's his, so why? Why would he share? I understand his mindset. I understand.
Okay.
So I always understood.
Because sharing is caring, and it can be fun.
Yeah, but it's not. Because then I'm watching you have fun with things that I want to have fun with.
Yeah.
You see, but then you're sharing it wrong. You're supposed to both have fun when you share.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's your issue.
Oh, how is me watching someone have fun with the item that I want to play with?
Well, that was your problem because you played a one-player game when you should have been playing a two-player game.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're sharing.
See, that's when you
And it
messed
truly
up.
is caring.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe-
and you both can have fun.
Maybe that individual shouldn't have came over while I was playing that single player game. Should have left me alone, and then all went good.
No, then you should have actually shared a two-player game instead of a single-player game. Be like, no, don't worry about
Because
this.
You could have seen new strategies. He could have a different mindset. He could have had a different strategy. Could have been better than yours.
So then he's beating the game, making me feel bad about myself. Wow, sharing lowers your self-esteem.
No.
No, because
No.
what you
Because
can do
you're
is
learning.
exactly.
Or
Learning.
No, you're learning to be jealous. You're learning jealous and
You're
envy.
learning how to be better.
That is not something you want to install. Still,
No, or you could be that other person that just sits there and watches, and every time he messes up, you can make your own sound effects to mess him up too.
True.
So you can have your fun in the
So
end.
then sharing leads to learning how to troll.
Exactly. Well, at
Okay,
least
then I can get behind sharing. I am up for sharing now. If sharing leads to trolling, I'm done. I'm good.
See, that's
all
what I'm
I
saying. You
need.
just gotta look at the other side of it. You just looked at one part of it.
Okay, yeah. So sharing is good.
See, like you were saying, you
That's
gotta
how
look at it different ways.
You
just
share because when they're doing something, they're messing up. You can make fun of them for doing it.
exactly. Be like, oh, that's so stupid. Why would you do that?
I love it. This appeals to me and my demographic. My demographic of trolls. I
Yeah.
love it.
It sure does.
I think that should be the American way. That's
Anyway. Oh, great. Now they're all gonna think we're a bunch of ass trolls.
what? That's what trolling does. Like I didn't realize how much I trolled. Like I troll at work, troll in the
troll
game,
everywhere.
troll my
It's his way
son,
of life. It's
troll my
your way of
family.
life.
I was about to say it's his way.
It's his way of life.
Like
I mean, I can't say nothing on that because I do troll.
even in
No,
one
me
so
too. It's fun.
so when I was
It's
going
his way
to
of life. Like, that's all
when
he
I was
does.
going to Buffalo Wild Wings and they had this new bartender, right? I was watching the football games there. I told her, hey, if you know, you got for it the pour, you have perfect pour in these pilsners, you got to do this with the glass and warm it up first, and that helps to get no head on the glass. So this poor like new bartender was.
Wow. Now I'm gonna have a warm glass. That's gonna suck.
Well, it was for me, but I laughed. It was worth it. So her trainer comes on like, what are you doing? He said, and she's like, he's messing with you. it makes no difference. I was like, what are you telling me?
But that's just like going to fill up the water fountain, right? Or going to get headlight fluid, or any of those.
I guess because you don't really. I guess you didn't really expect the customer to kind of mess with her, but I went there like for 15. No, I went there 14 weeks. The reason I know it's 14 weeks, they went 13-3. My team went 13-3, and the 3 times I didn't go, they lost.
See, that's your issue of not being a dedicated fan.
Yeah, you're not a dedicated.
I went there
fan.
through the playoffs, though. I was there for the playoffs.
Yeah, but you already messed
Those
up. They
three
could have
wins,
had
right?
they could have had a
Those
perfect
three
game.
losses, I mean.
I could have hosted a Super Bowl party, but here's why here's my advice to anybody's team that ever makes Super Bowl: do not host a party because the time they lose, it's gonna be an awkward party where everyone's all like, "Oh."
Yeah, they poke fun. They go, ha.
Yeah, but see here for me,
But if you win,
if I was gonna host, whether if it's a Super Bowl party or a playoff party, because my team, the Cleveland Browns, I already been winning right
you
there.
already won.
We already won.
This
We
team
made it
waited
in
that
there.
far?
That's a different situation.
You said any team. I'm just making sure that they know.
If your team isn't expected to make it to the last game of the season, even
Yeah.
when you make it to the playoffs, you're like, Jesus Christ, we fucking made it.
I think
It's a celebration for me
Party
now.
on the
Whoever
field
wins, exactly.
immediately.
I
Like,
think
they're
if-
drinking in the playoffs.
I think if
They
my
don't give a
team,
shit.
I think if my team was in the playoffs the same as the Cleveland Browns, I'd probably still root for the Browns because I'm like, you haven't won in so long. Give them one, and just watch and go through. I'd be like, sweet. And then I probably, and if it was the Browns in the Super Bowl, I probably cheer for the Browns kind of,
So
just a little bit.
The
I still cheer
last year that freaking was it the Cavaliers went to to the championship game.
That was different.
No. They had both the Indians going and Cavaliers. You know how bad it was that they were like, Eddie Browns fans should not be going to the Browns shouldn't even be a team. Like, they were like dogging so hard on the Browns that they were like, no, this is our team. You guys don't even count anymore. Like, go away. I was like, I'm not even that kind of person because I'm a Cleveland fan all the way through.
So even Cleveland didn't want the Browns.
No, they don't.
Their fans were like, no, we got two good things going. We don't need you guys to mess it up. I'm like, what the hell?
You heard they're having a parade, right? They're having an 0-16 parade.
Yeah, they are.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yep.
So,
it's a perfect record in a different way.
And the coach is supposed to jump. He says he's planning on making a day where fans can go out here and watch him jump in the lake. Because he said, I promise you, if we go 0-16, I would swim that lake myself.
I don't know if he was trying to do a life goal maybe, and he was just making sure that it was going to happen.
Maybe.
Or the team was like, dude, we're already this far down. We got 3 more games that we possibly could win, but I'd rather see Coach Peace.
No. At a certain point in your season, you're like 0-7. You're like, are we going to be like, and then you get like 0-10. You're like, all right, let's make this thing. Let's make this happen. We're going for draft pick. Fucking lose.
The problem is Cleveland's been going for that draft pick for so many years. It's a tradition.
They just fucked it up.
I think don't they have like the longest streak for number 1 pick?
Yep. And actually, I think we have. If we're not, I think we tied up with the Raiders.
Yeah, I think they had the. Like,
I think it is with the multiple changes of coaches.
So that streak, like, there's like most number 1 picks, which is they're like, isn't that impressive? It's like, no, it's not, because to have the number 1 pick, you have to be the worst.
Yep.
So, I'm really hoping for the Browns, dude. Like, I really do, because so at B-Dubs, there's this guy. He shows up. And there's all the teams represented. You know, there's Steelers fans and there's Broncos fans, obviously. And there's just one lowly Browns fan. He sits in the same spot. He's like this. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? And he always says, I'm hoping we win. And as the game goes on, and they're obviously losing, you see he drinks his beer and bad things happen to the Browns. Like,
I mean, you expect it. The thing is that...
all right, so no offense to Browns fans, but so at this particular Buffalo Wild Wings, there's this guy, he's a Falcons fan. He talks trash, and they were playing the Browns. He was like, oh yeah, we're killing. And the whole bar united and was like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Stop picking on him. Leave him alone. Like, we were treating him like he was that kid at school. It's like
he's already got enough crap as it is. Look at him.
Look at him.
His mom dresses him. He's got like his hair's streaked across like it's got grease in it. Like, come on,
dude. Like, come on. He's like, well, we're beating him. Everybody's beating him.
I mean, if they were unbeaten right now and you beat, that's a different story. But they've been the other way around
for a long time. I was like, we were like it got so bad that the manager almost kicked the guy out.
Wow.
So like, he's a Browns fan. Like, you're almost at the point where we had to kick you out for being unbushed because you're upsetting everybody because everybody's like, don't mess with the Browns guy. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
First of all, this guy comes in and he's not just wearing like a jersey like I do. He's decked out, hat, Browns coat. Browns
he's got the whole setup.
Got shoes. Yeah. He's got everything decked out.
Dedicated, man.
No one's ever. I think I heard one time, because I've been going to B-Dubs for like 3 years. Mm-hmm. I think I heard one guy call him a fair weather fan. And then I think the guy next was like, who would be a
fair weather fan if the Browns? Come on.
Those two words don't go together when you say Browns with them.
Now, if you went Broncos, yes.
No, totally.
Fair weather fans
Patriots.
through and through.
Now the Eagles, right? You could be that's...
But they call that poor guy a fair weather fan. And everybody, the whole bar was like, I don't think that's possible.
Like, if anybody's been here long enough knows that guy is not a fair weather.
Even there's no such thing as a fair weather Browns fan.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't exist.
It's a fan or not. There's no.
You're either a fan and you're sad, or you're not a fan and you're still a little sad because it's the Browns. Well,
you would have been proud of me. I tell people I know they play. I attempted to play League of Legends.
Oh my God!
Attempted to play League of Legends.
League of Salt.
Yeah, how's the salt mine? Was the salt mine fine?
My kill death ratio was
What was it?
1 in 15.
Yeah, about right.
I was doing my
Who'd you
job.
play?
I was playing Graves.
Ooh.
It didn't go so well because he's not the same
He's
person
not the same character he used to be.
that I played back when it first came.
He's an 80 bruiser now.
Yeah, I didn't know
He's not
that.
an 80 carry. He does not go in the bot lane. He goes in the top lane. Or
So they were yelling at me like, "Why are you bottom?" And there was 3 of us bottom, and there was one guy up top and one guy in the middle. So our jungler was up top, and it was like, "I'm supposed to be bottom," and they're like, "No, you're not." And they said, and I think one guy even typed out, "God, why did we get the noob?" However, we won.
Because they carried you.
They carried the shit out of you.
We won. Hey, I was doing damage, alright? I may not have been getting kills, but I was doing work. And that's all that matters.
I doubt it.
I was doing work.
I doubt it. What's
'Cause-
the character name? I'll look it up right now.
Because they were doing so while they were going to
He's like, I'm
so while they were doing team fights, I pushed a tower.
Oh, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
So I was like, yes.
There you go. That's the 4-1 split push. That's the point.
I killed 3 towers. I'm not sure that's a lot.
Not really. It's okay though. At least you got.
At least you did something and said it. Yeah.
Yeah. They were probably happy that you knew what a tower was.
I was like, I killed the towers. I didn't die once to a tower. I also got killed by a player. So there's that, and a creep.
If you die to minions.
It was a.
Hey,
So
there's
Was
some.
it the jungle?
no. It was so I was getting chased down, right?
Okay.
And so I ran to the lane like, okay, I'll go down because I was trying to be fancy and so I'll help middle and gank him. That was not my job apparently.
No, it's not.
And I ran down and I got hit and I was like, maybe 20 HP, 10 HP. Well, the guys that were bottom lane, I was running towards them, they ran back, retreated, and the minions they killed me while I cut off their lane. And so I got, people are so mean in League.
I don't call it the salt mine for no goddamn reason. It is the salt mine.
They were so
It is
mean.
the saltiest of the salt
I
mines.
was like, well, and Heroes of Storm is not as mean.
They're not. You're right, because it's a team game and it's team experience. So if you're an asshole to your teammate, they just go die and you lose. But if you're an asshole in League, they go die and then you go kill that guy that just keeps getting fed and you get bounty off him. So if you can do it right, you can make that.
Yeah, that.
You can make it work. It's not a good idea, nor is it effective, but you can work with it.
I was like, and then I made the mistake saying, well, this was Dota I'd be winning, or
No.
like, and then, yeah, they didn't like that either.
Yeah.
I was trying to defend myself.
It doesn't.
No,
The only way to defend yourself
So-
in League is to not talk in League.
Yeah.
As a gamer,
You just saying Dota is like trolling now.
as a
And if you
gamer,
didn't troll behind that, then you just made yourself look like an ass.
as a gamer, I knew I was doing bad. Like I played enough MOBAs where I know I'm not doing
you're
great.
You're the guy. It's the problem.
I told him, I said, hey guys, I don't know what you're expecting from me, but I'm not very good at
Now, were you playing ranked or were you just
told
playing
her-
regular?
You can't play ranked if you're not level
Yeah,
30. You don't have
I was
to.
just
So,
regular.
so you were just playing regular.
You just played on-
See, this is what I'm talking about. Playing regular, even in League, they expect you to be like you're ranked, and it's like, why?
Oh yeah, it's because they're all training in there. That's where they all go to fuck off and try new things.
Other notes, there are a lot
There's
more
no problem with
characters
that,
too.
but
Than there's a lot more characters than my last
It's like
play too.
150 or
And I was like
160.
this. I was like, what does this person do? So okay, you can't. I didn't know some people were ranged when I thought they weren't, and they destroyed me. I didn't.
Yeah.
I got killed.
Generally, if they have a gun or they're not holding a weapon, they're ranged.
So I guess the way they did the levels, like I was the lowest one in the match period. I guess they had like
You have catch-up experience.
I had like 3 or 4 other like I guess the other team had like 2 or 3 like not
Oh, you mean actual level outside the game?
yeah.
Yeah. So it usually matches, right? So if I pulled you into a game with my friends, we're all level 40 or 50, or the max level, right? And then you jump in. We will play with some other person that has one nobody, one random terribleness, and then 4 people that are equivalent to us. Generally. So then the fun part is that you can make that guy go support, and he can do okay and manage, and then you hunt down who their noob is. So you go kill the shit out of that guy.
Yep.
They weren't doing that for me. They were well.
That's exactly what they were doing.
Well, actually, I was just dying to random stuff
Yeah.
sometimes.
Exactly. But if you died to minions, the death didn't count. So then it was just a death for no reason, which is fine. You can deal with that. Didn't give the kill to them, so whatever.
So
It's fucking. It's
is,
a minute.
is,
You're
there,
not
is,
on
there
the map.
all, is there all chat in League? Can you talk to the other team?
If you die to minions, if you die to some jungle camps, the enemy team doesn't get experience or levels or any of that or gold. So it's just a minute where you don't have to deal with that fucking asshole on the map.
True, but at the same time, they don't get all that stuff.
Is it? Is
Yeah,
it?
they don't get the experience and they don't get ahead. You just get slightly behind, but it's no longer a both ways. It's just a you slightly behind.
Yeah.
Is there an all
Then,
chat in there?
Technically, you gained a little bit because that person is no longer around for them to come find and kill.
No, I got you.
There is an all chat. You have to turn it on.
No
Yeah.
wonder.
Were they talking?
I think their mind was on.
Yeah.
They're like, they kept saying the other team. I think it was the other team. Because everyone
These
on my
names in
team.
red?
I think so.
Yeah, that was
They're like, "What TF are you doing, Graves?"
it holds shift and enter, and it puts it in all
I think I
chat.
got the pity factor because I think after like the second half of the
I
night,
do, yeah. So if I kill you 2 or 3 times and I know you're terrible, I'll just kind of let you do things. And like, you know what? He's over there. You let him try.
He's over there thinking he's just a kid. He's probably 7 or whatever. He doesn't know what he's doing.
so why he said that to me? He's like 9 or 10. I was like, I'm actually 30. and
And then the bad thing is, you got trolled because you went and told him your real name.
Like, for instance, if you're over there killing just minions or mobs or whatever, I'll let you take it. But if you take my blue buff, I'm going to come kill you and get my blue buff because you're just a minion with abilities at that point.
they're like,
I wouldn't even, like he says, don't say nothing. I would have been like, nah, cool. Just leave me as 7. I'm cool with that.
I was like, I'm
Yep,
like, I was
totally 7.
I was like, I'm 31, and they're all like, "Did you not?" So, and actually, one person on my team was trying it out. He's like, "Okay, you need to build this and build that."
Yeah.
And I was actually listening to him.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're almost halfway through the build. Now, this is like deep into the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
So
30, 40 minutes.
I'm so far behind gold
Yep.
right now, but I'm building the right items."
Sure.
And he's like, he's getting there. The guy's won, and then he's like, "See, guys, I knew we could win."
Did you get a kill?
I got 1 kill.
Oh, that guy must be fucking terrible.
It was during a.
USB not recognized.
Wait.
Is my mic off? Which one's mine's the red one. Mine's
Yeah,
the
use the red one.
Let's see.
No.
Basically, what happened is Brandon is bad at video games.
Maybe lost your mic. Something's going on with your mic, bro.
Is it unplugging from underneath?
That's the only thing I can think of.
No, because your power's on.
True. That it is.
Brandon,
Oh no, the other two came back.
pity party. No, I'm really 31, guys.
So the problem is, right, so the person that died by Brandon just
Yeah.
has to feel bad. Like, they know all game. Well, did you get the kill at the end of the game or the beginning of the game?
It was a team fight in the middle, and I just happened to shoot a thing.
Oh, okay, so you sniped the kill.
I love how you even explained it. I happened to shoot a thing. That can be anything, but okay.
Probably collateral, what is it, collateral damage, something like that.
I was like, sweet, I got the money.
It's a giant explosive.
Oh,
It shoots it in a direction, it hits a target or a certain point, and then just
And I remember,
in that direction.
and I remember typing, saying, "Told you I'd get a kill," and then they were all like, "Ooh, whatever." They were very nice.
No, they were not. It is the League of Salt. Welcome to the salt mine. We also call it cancer. Would you like to play cancer today?
Well, I was typing
It's
back.
bad.
I was defending myself. I was talking back,
That's also what you should do.
and I was like, "Well, this was
That
over."
feeds the cancer.
I said, "Well, this was Overwatch. I'd be wrecking you guys."
That feeds the cancer even
Yep.
more because you're an Overwatch nerd, and fuck you.
And the other thing is, there's always going to be a troll in one of them. And you just
You
added
feed
more
that troll.
into
You don't
that
ever feed
troll.
the troll. You know this. Don't feed the trolls.
I was like, you know what? It's fine. Whatever. I wasn't getting.
He was naive. He came in as a new player and thought that he could stay as a new player. You can't do that. And they expect you as soon as you installed and you launched it, you are now a pro.
I was like,
That you read everything in the
not
game.
very nice.
You should know how to play your character.
I had-
God damn. The fuck is wrong with
So
you, kid?
promptly after that, I went to go
And
to.
that's,
Shit,
if you
motherfucker.
don't play well and they don't hear your voice, you automatically as a kid until
fuck
you
yeah.
until you say, "No, really, guys, I'm 31."
I was like,
Then
so
you're just a
right after that,
dumbass.
mobile bad experience, I went to Heroes of the Storm. Set that one too. Okay, so I went back to my normal Dota, which I actually know the builds for my character still, and I wrecked face. So therefore, I am good at MOBAs.
No, you're good at Dota.
I am good at MOBAs.
No.
Overwatch is technically a MOBA.
But it's not a MOBA, it's an arena shooter. It's an arena shooter, it's not a MOBA.
Just like Smite's
There's
arena.
no bases. There's
Smite's a MOBA.
Smite has MOBA, but I'm talking about in the arena part. It's not.
Exactly. So the MOBA is 2 bases with multiple lanes pushing minion waves with towers. Kill the base. That's
well, you know what?
MOBAs
MOBAs are stupid. MOBAs are a waste of time.
MOBAs are awesome, man. Nah, MOBAs are awesome.
I hate MOBAs. But that's just because I'm not good at them.
They're not as nice.
They did. Blizzard came out with did their allied races and changed leveling zones and all that. And, they now every single zone under all vanilla zones scale to 60. So if you go into the Barrens, everything will be your level up until level 60. So you can just level the whole. You know, like before you go through 7 quests in the Barrens, you're like, well, gotta go to the next place because I'm over leveled. No, I actually did all of the Barrens. I haven't done that in 10 years. I love the Barrens. Barrens is so awesome. I miss Barrens chat. Chuck Norris jokes were fantastic. They were so great. That's where you went.
So they kind of Gears of Wars on it then, kind of. Guild Wars 2 on it.
Guild Wars 2, yeah. So they did scaling all the way up. So every single zone, so the starting zones scale 1 to 20, right? The very starting zones, all 5 of them. And then every zone after that scales 15 to 60. I'm sorry. It scales whatever level it originally started to 60.
But doesn't that disrupt their how you people travel to different zones and everything like that?
What do you mean?
So you do the Barrens, but you don't ever go to Elwyn Forest. Well, Elwyn Forest is about as simple, but you don't go to Elwyn Forest.
So it just pushes through. But so if you do Barrens, then you can go do Ashenvale, and then you can go do Silver Pond. You can do all of the second set zones, or you just follow the quest lines through. You don't actually have to care, right? So when you do when you do Mulgore, right? So you start an orc. You do Mulgore. You get to level 10 or whatever, level 10. So then I think it's 10. You get that 10 out of those zones. And then I think it might be 15 at the end of that zone. So then you go to the Barrens at 15, and you just power through the Barrens, and then you do Southern Barrens, and then you do Duskwallow, and then you just follow the chain. It's all Ferric or Daenerys.
That seems like it.
It's what it used to be. It's just now you can choose if you don't like it.
So I like the fact that you could
more options.
It is way more options.
So I like the fact that they kind of force you to go from zone to zone now.
They do force you to go from zone to zone. They did. So you run out of quests. You run out of quests.
Well, yeah, but then you don't go to nearly as many zones as you would have in the other.
But you weren't intended to zone hop. You were intended to follow the quest line, which then puts you at. If you do all of the Barrens quests, you'll go 10 to 15 levels, and then you'll go. Right, that's how it was supposed to be. Then you go to the next set, the next zone, and that's 10 to 15 levels. And the next, it's the same way it was. You still have the same amount of zones. You still have to do that many quests to get there, or you dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like they slowed. They did slow leveling down from when it was broken, because when they changed the world and then added heirlooms, and then added more heirlooms, and then added more heirlooms, everything was broken. You could do 4 quests and be done with a zone. But they brought it back to what it was supposed to be, where you had to do the zone.
Did they take out those weapons that where you had the hunters had a certain weapon, and you just stick with that weapon, or
what do you mean? Do you get the heirloom weapon that levels with you?
No, I'm talking about the
final weapon.
Oh, they haven't taken it out yet.
Oh, so
they will though. You're gonna put it away.
Oh, okay.
They for whatever reason. I think I was reading something.
Is it relic weapon or what?
Yeah.
Artifact weapons.
Artifact. There you go.
So you're gonna put them away, and then in the next expansion, you're getting a necklace that then gives you you can pick 3 bonuses.
So they're going to do the same thing with the necklace.
Yeah, so just like the legendaries in this one, right? They realized, I guess, their mistake or not mistake of how that system worked. So now you should be able to pick the 3 that you want, and then it'll just be those 3.
See, I like getting weapon drops out of raids though.
That's exactly. So they're getting rid of. That's why they like that, because the same reason.
I rather
you know what they're doing with this one though. The next expansion, they're getting rid of sets, armor sets. No more set bonuses.
That's awful.
So they think they thought it was annoying to have to balance around because they had 6 sets, right? So you could have a 2 and a 4. So you could have 2 from the old raid, 4 from the current raid, and that was annoying. And so they just, you know what? We'll make the armor sets as in the colors and the schemes and whatever, but no more set bonuses.
So they're going to have to raise essentially. They essentially have to raise because
you don't. You can do all that shit without a set bonus.
Yeah,
certain buffs though that would help out the raid immensely.
That's what they're trying to do. They're just all that's gonna do is just gonna make it a little bit tougher.
I think the best force set was a 10% damage gain, and that was a broken one. That's not a requirement. Just all it does is make the fight last 10 seconds longer. Yeah. Just keep doing the mechanics. You'll beat the fight.
Yeah. So saying it's harder in the aspect of you have to sit through a little bit longer.
Yeah, people suck at mechanics.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
Dude.
No, it's the newer gamers.
That's totally true as well. The Mythic Raiders are still powering through those fucking things in a week and a half.
I've already talked to a friend of mine who's been on and off, and because he's married, so he only gets gaming maybe whenever his wife is out of the house or out of town, or when he's out of town kind of situation. So he's kind of like cheating on his wife, gaming. But when he does get to game and he plays WoW and he goes out and starts PvPing and everything else, everybody's wondering why all of a sudden he's like this god, and he's not a god.
It's just
He doesn't have the he has old mechanics that he's been playing for God knows how long. Just knows how to use them with every other character.
that's how I'm with the mage.
And that's
I just
all it
know
is.
all the abilities and all the things.
See, I have the opposite problems. My family kicks me. Because trolling's a lifestyle for me. So my son will even say to me, like, go play your game. like midway of my troll.
That's amazing.
And then, I have my wife say, you should go play your game. And I'm just like,
Win.
what you guys?
That's a win.
You guys,
that is a win.
You guys have kicked me out of my family's life because they don't want.
No, I love it. I actually kind of love it because it's one of those things like they're like, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with you, but I don't want to kick you out of the house in a way.
Just go into your corner.
Just go to the corner. That's your corner.
Yep.
It's funny because we have the game rooms in a corner now,
And the computer's in the corner of the corner, so yeah.
Like, go to my corner and
And your back is facing towards the door, so you are technically facing the corner.
He's right.
so
Yeah.
my family kicks me through.
But I finally got my allied rights, so I got to be a Nightborn now.
See,
It's a night elf on the horde. It's cool.
Nice.
See, I always wondered, man, like everybody. So I hear people talk like, oh yeah, my wife won't let me play games. I'm like, she doesn't kick you out to play games because I get on my wife's nerves. Like,
Man, it's like, wait a second.
What do you mean you can't play games? What do you mean you don't piss off your family?
Like, you don't get a hobby when they get mad at you? Like,
that's my punishment. I think they send me to play games.
That's not a punishment though.
that's a
You
hobby.
enjoy it.
You get to keep your hobby.
Yeah.
Most marriages don't let you keep your hobbies. Most marriages will destroy your hobbies.
Yeah, that's like.
I hate to say that, but it does.
I'm like,
So they let you keep your hobby. That's awesome.
Well, no, I think they just want my hobby because they did destroy my hobby. My hobby's strong.
Yeah, you get a troll on the video game, not on them.
It's better in person.
You're right. It is better in person, and they know that. That's why they make you do it on the computer.
Exactly.
Punishment.
They're just pretty much the computer is the tank, and it's taking all the aggro right now.
Well,
They can't deal with it
way to bring
anymore.
it back to the WoW references there.
Oh my
But
god.
so my warrior's on 52. Powering through. So once you get 60, all of the BC and Wrath zones, I believe, get you to 80. So all of them scale from 60 to 80. So you can go do straight into Wrath if you want to, if you didn't like BC. Or if you didn't like Wrath, you can just do BC. And I believe from 70 to 80, or 70 to 90, I believe, is Kata and Pandas. And then from 90 it is WAD, and then from 100 to 110 is Legion. I think that's how the scaling works now.
Okay.
So all of the Kata zones, all of the Mountain Pandalone zones will get you to 90. So I can go do Valshir, which nobody actually likes, except for like me and one other dude that I know. It's the underwater zone in Cataclysm.
Why did you?
I love that zone.
Underwater levels.
No, underwater zones are awesome.
It's like the desert levels. Like every time I play a game, there's a desert. I'm like,
You didn't like Mario when he was underwater?
no,
Those are okay.
I hate it.
Generally, I like the underwater in Guild Wars too. Underwater combat in Guild Wars is actually really well done.
I hate underwater levels. I hate them.
You don't like dealing with a 3D space? Is
No,
that your problem?
I don't like. I'm like sitting there like, oh, here we go, water level.
So I'm guessing you like the coral level off of Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. I
But
hate
yeah,
the
yeah,
monsters,
go-
but I like the.
Wait, there's an underwater level in
It's
Monster
not
Hunter?
underwater.
It's not underwater. It looks just like it was.
But the whole thing is, it's called the Coral Highlands. So the whole thing is just coral as high as you can see, and it's all very vertical. So you got to jump up and down a lot of vines and cliffs and stuff. And it's
But it
very
looks-
vertical, but it
it
feels
looks
like you're underwater.
That sounds.
But it's still
terrible.
flat, right? So you still have to walk on the ground. So it's still a 2D world. It's just very vertical.
That still sounds terrible. Like I
Yeah,
didn't like that.
There's two of the things that are birds. One of them is a horsey that can jump up cliffs. There's a
See,
demon thing.
I'm glad.
There's a raptor.
So for the first part, my friends list was full of people playing Monster Hunter World,
Yeah,
and
it's awesome.
And then now it's not.
So I didn't know this, but there's a scaling in the late game. There's a late game on that because all the monsters that become tempered, and then you get tempered levels, and you can get up to hunter rank 60 or more, I believe.
It's more. I've already seen 135 already.
Yep.
Everybody's like, oh, it's only 50. It's the highest. I was like, nope. I've already seen higher than that.
I think at a certain point the items stop scaling,
Okay.
but yeah. So then you basically take, like, for instance, if you kill a Kieran, you get the little thunder stick, and you got a thunder stick with a Kieran. Well, cool. And then you can kill a tempered Kieran, and you can upgrade your Kieran stick to a tempered Kieran stick. But I think that's the end of it. I don't think there's like more and more and more. I think there's a certain end for the item.
I just saw a sharp drop in people playing that.
Well,
game.
because that's how it always is though. Every single new game comes out. A new game. WoW released their stuff 2 weeks after Monster Hunter came out. So then now everybody's playing WoW. Civilization came out this week, which isn't nearly as big or as crazy, but the new Civilization expansion came out this week, so people have been playing that for a week.
Yeah, because I just picked up Civilization because I like the old one.
Did you like 6? Did you play 6 at all yet? Yeah, I like them.
That's what I just picked up. I
like the districts mechanic. I really do. But this is cool. The one thing they added eras, ages, so you can do dark, normal, or golden age.
Okay.
Depending on what you do in the previous age, right? So, like for instance, if you get 1 era point every time you kill an enemy unit, right? So then you can power through and make you have a golden age because you killed a shitload of people.
Yeah, I saw how quick that goes through.
It can, if you do it right, you can do it well.
But you can also screw yourself because you can go through that golden age real quick.
Well, you can also pick, if you pick the war one and then all of a sudden nobody wants to fight you, then you're stuck and you're in a dark age and then you are kind of slowed down in pressure. But I like the governors, I like the pressure, the loyalty. The loyalty system's weird. Feels too much like religion.
Because I played the fifth one.
Civ 5 was probably the best Civ they've made in my opinion. That game was awesome.
So I was hearing otherwise, was hearing 6 was good.
6 is amazing. But people still play 5 over 6.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Damn it. Because I bought 6 and I was like,
no,
well,
6
5 was good, then I'm going to definitely go to 6.
I personally prefer 6.
Okay.
I don't like, so they added a minor version of unit stacking, and I hated unit stacking.
Yeah.
But it's not true unit stacking. It's, you can turn a singular into a 2 or a 3. And then you can have like an army, which is a 3, right? So it's a 3 stack. But it's not actually as strong as 3 stack. It's just stronger than a 1.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just annoying because in late game you have to build 3 things or build a longer build for the 3 stack, and it's just annoying. But
gotcha.
I like the Civ 6 districts city place building stuff is really cool. They have, like, for instance, if you put a science district next to a mountain, it gets plus science.
Okay.
Right? It's just like, it's really cool the way you can design and put your cities, lay out your cities. Like if you have a theater district, you can put a wonder next to it, and wonders take up tiles, so you actually have to, right? So now you're out of farmland because you wanted the great library of somebody, right?
Yeah.
So you got to basically plan out what wonders you want and what your buildings will look like, and then you'll be short on food.
So it's not even just rushing to get the wonders. Now you got to make sure
you do have to rush, and you have to put it in the right spot.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to also now not just go, hey, I'm just going to build a wonder no matter what. Now it's like, I got to build a wonder, but I got to make sure.
But I also, right, so for instance, the pyramids requires desert tiles, no hills. So you have to have a desert tile with no hills to build the pyramids.
Man.
Right, so the hanging gardens has to be on a grassland on the river.
Oh, wow. So they even limit you now to even what you could actually build now.
Yes, right. So then the Hermitage requires to be on a river. The Eiffel Tower requires to be on flatland next to a city center.
Oh, wow. So not only you have to race for it, you have to actually make sure you meet the requirements.
Yep. So all of the water wonders require you to have a harbor district on the water, which takes up a tile, and then you can only build 2 wonders next to it because they will all require coast tile next to a harbor. So you have to basically, if you want to do that, you have to do multiple cities, or get really lucky when you get like an all coast.
Yeah.
Right. Like Statue of Liberty's one, they added that in the spring expansion. Statue of Liberty,
America.
The City of the Opera House, the Colossus, the Great Lighthouse.
Oh, they did the Colossus, huh?
The Colossus is still in it. Yeah, it gives you a trader, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It's cool. They did a lot.
Because they also added different leaders to this on this one too, didn't they?
They decided to change them around as well, right? So you get to play India. You get to be like Gandhi, like usual. But they picked a different American president. They picked a different, like Cleopatra's now the leader again instead of Ramses.
Yeah.
Because I think she was in like 4 or 3 or something like that. They have a lot of cool ones. Paris.
Is that the Mayan one is another one that they threw in there? They threw another Mayan one in there.
Yep, the Maya guy's back. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Aztecs or a lot of them have only one leader because they weren't civilizations for long
enough to
have a great, like more than one great leader, right?
Gotcha.
They added Scythia, which is neat. She's just basically a different version of Attila the Hun, which they actually just added Attila the Hun.
Oh, they okay.
Yeah, so they just added him. Gandhi, or India has 2 different leaders. Greece has 2 different leaders. those are the only two that I have too. It's good. It's a very good game. I like it.
Yeah, that was the main reason why I wanted to jump in on it, was because it added more leaders and a few other things that I was like, everybody else has been doing this. Like, as soon as it came out, like even from coming out to now, there's been like talk about it. Like it's been, hey, if you play Civilization, no, you want to play the new one. Yeah,
Play it. So good.
And now that it's been on sale, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Definitely buy it if it's on sale. It's really good.
See,
I'm actually probably going to go home and play it today.
the game just seems too slow for me.
You can set it to, so they actually, in this, they now have an online speed. So it used to be quick was like double speed or whatever.
Yeah.
Online speed is like 3 or 4 times quickness. Oh yeah, it's awesome. So you can actually get through games with your friends online just playing. So there's the standard epic, and then slow, and then standard, and then quick, and then online.
Oh, so there's the wow.
There's like, all right, let's get this shit going. Like you
Like,
can get a game.
we're gonna make it in 30
you can
minutes.
get this
Yeah.
game. Oh, not 30 minutes. You can get this game done in like 6 hours if you're really trying. Maybe 4 if you're like world domination. Fuck you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to win through like culture or science, it still takes a little bit longer than world domination, just because world domination can start early. You can start. You can start. You can take a civ over it like catapults, or before that even. And the city walls in this game, you can't attack from your city without city walls. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Huge pain in the ass.
Okay.
So if anybody on the map is a warmongering fuckhole, you want to go to city walls and get those.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
it's
want
huge
city
pain in
walls.
the ass.
Okay. Yeah, because that's different from the other one.
Yeah, because it could just attack at level 1. It cannot attack at level 1.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that's good to know.
Good fun game though. I love it.
Because now I would have been going through all that right there and been like, this is bullcrap. What the hell? Nobody told me anything about this. This is nothing like Civ 5. That's why I would have been like, I'm going back to Civ 5.
Exactly. Yep. And the barbarian encampments send out scouts, and if they spot you, they get a little exclamation point over the head, and they run back to their barbarian encampment. And when they get there, they spawn an additional unit, and it runs straight at your city. And then it does it again, like 5 turns later, and it sends it. So then you have to basically beat your way through the tide, and then kill the barbarian encampment, or chase down that scout and kill him. Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. I mean, it sucks.
It's awesome.
Because it's going to
It's
make
a
it harder.
super cool mechanic.
But that is a cool mechanic because most of them are just like chilling. They don't do much.
Yeah, they just kind of spread out from where they're at. It's like,
Yeah.
oh look, a thing over here, and then there's a guy fighting you, and there's another guy over here. And you're like, well, sure, but this one's like, scout, back, let's do this, and they just start sending fuckers to the base. Fuck off. But then it sucks though when you have 3 of them around you, and then 2 scouts show up at once. You're like, shit, send your army guy down here, and then another scout shows up, and you're like, fuck. Like you just fucked.
Especially early game, you're like,
well, time to stop building a monument. Build warriors. Let's do this.
yep.
Looks like I'm going for world domination this game.
Like you're going to have to go that route.
I'm already building an army. Let's go find some else asshole and kill him and take his shit.
I messed up on one of them. I was like, oh, I'm going to have a freaking great navy. And then like my navy couldn't go the other side, so I had to get another like city on the other, because I was landlocked. I was like, I only have this like one like area where I could just son of a.
Yeah.
And my army sucked, so I was like, that's going to be great.
So I actually miss England from Civ 5. I miss my Man of Wars, or the Ship of the Lines. Sorry.
Nice.
I should miss those. You don't have them in this one. Indonesia has the new frigate. Indonesia's cool. They added her at the end of, or right before the new expansion, and she can build houses on water, which is neat.
Huh.
Yeah. You like those stick houses with the sticks? She builds those.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
No, that is pretty neat, because if you have like a lake, then you're actually pretty set.
As long as you have coast tiles,
yeah,
you're good. You can build houses out there, which is super awesome. Then makes like fractal maps and super heavy sea maps really, really, really nice for her.
Yeah.
Yep.
As long as you don't get screwed. Yeah, you're like you said.
You can make her on a 1-tile piece of land, and you'd be fine. You build 1 harbor, and then you build a harbor district.
Yeah. And
then you just basically do the rest of them like that. You'll be screwed with your districts, because then you'll be just kind of stuck with no science or. So like if you build like a library, and then if you don't have a science district, you can't build a library. Your all of your buildings for that type go into the districts.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty cool. I like it. It's fun. I'm going home to play it after this. I guess where I'm going.
I don't know. I got too many games right now that I'm just like, my mind's everywhere with all my games.
Right now, that and Ghostlands. Was it Tom Clancy's Wildlands? Wildlands. Yeah.
I heard people talking about that game too. Like they were talking about it.
It's you know Mercenaries, like forever ago. It's on like the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Feels like that.
Okay.
but with the team. It's co-op.
See,
It's good. It's better with the team. It's not.
man.
It's not good with the AI.
The AI are terrible.
The AI is like, you're looking at something. You're like, I might go there, but let me look at this other base, and they're already taken off.
I feel like it's hard for me to get hyped for a lot of games these days, man. Because I'm like, they're just.
Well, you're just so. You've been burned too many times. I think is your problem.
You're jaded.
That's the word, jaded. Yeah. I still get hyped, dude.
Because they're like Destiny 2. That's all like.
Did.
Nah, I've gotten burned way too many times on
Like,
Bungie for that.
like Monster Hunter World, I'm like, it looks cool. I play it at PAX, but
I like it,
I have a feeling that people are gonna die out on it. And
but
I have down on everything.
But I have wanted to turn it in a couple times, and the only reason why is because one, I'm not giving the time of day that I should be giving it to, versus my other games, and for myself, I screwed myself on this one. Is I overhyped it for me, so when I actually got to it, because I was expecting it to be like the older ones, and I never got a chance to play those. So it's like someone who's been like a fan of it but never played it or never like did anything with it. Then when I finally got the game, I was expecting so much more out of it that I kind of like, they watered this down. Oh, they did this and this.
I try my hardest not to be like that.
This is the only game that I did this on, and I kind of screwed myself on
that.
that.
I'm gonna do that on is Kingdom Hearts. I know I'm going to. It will never live up to my expectations.
Because you guys had so long ago, like you guys have been waiting for like, what did they bring, the 3 point, or was it 2.5?
2.8. They did 1.5 and 2.5. And they did 2.8 Rare Passage.
Did they do a 2.8? Are you kidding me?
It was basically a tech demo for 3. So it's all the mechanics that are in 3 are in this tech demo, but it's with the character that was in Birth by Sleep, and it was they basically jumped into the darkness, and it's them in the darkness powered through the darkness essentially, and it shows the way time doesn't progress in there.
Okay.
So you see like 4 or 5 different pieces of the other story, and like this took like 10 minutes to get here. It's been like 4 years on the outside. What the hell? But it was really cool. They did a really good job. The mechanics make it feel really smooth. They switched to the Unreal Engine 4 over whatever they had before, so everything is just pretty. I got next time I can bring Fragmentary Pass and show it to you if you want me to, and because it only takes probably an hour or 2 to get through it.
Yeah.
It was tied with the. You know how they did the remakes of all of the other ones. The one for the 3DS was Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
They put that on there, but they made it. That game is so much better on a controller. Once you actually have a controller, that is probably tied with my favorite for Kingdom Hearts games. That game is awesome.
I always feel sorry. So I feel sorry for the Kingdom Hearts people because I feel like they're like the Browns. Like they're like, we're expecting something. Like, almost. Oh no. Well, almost. Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more. Like he said 2.8. If they pull 2.9 or 2.95, I'd be like, I would go over there like riot.
Release date at E3. They say they have the E3. They have said that they will be doing the release date will be at.
They need to put Kingdom Hearts 3 on pause again.
No, if they put Kingdom Hearts on number 3 right now, they won't be able to finish Final Fantasy 7 because they will. The people who's been waiting on Kingdom,
people will fly to Japan and murder.
You would think there's a lot of following for Final
Fantasy 7.
No, but
it's a remake.
But here's the thing, that's the situation. We got a lot of remakes and a lot of people that are like wanting to deal with this. But the Kingdom Hearts is not just our generation, but also the earlier generation.
Yep.
That has been waiting and waiting.
I played Kingdom Hearts 2 the day it came out. I played Kingdom Hearts. My friend played Kingdom Hearts. I watched him play Kingdom Hearts 1 when it came out.
That's all I hear. Like, I hear Final Fantasy 7, but they already kind of gave up on it. They're like, you know what? It happens. It's
a remake. Everybody's like, we if we want to play it, we can go play it. But this is just a remake, right?
Yeah.
Like it's.
It's
important to them and they want it.
It's not really.
However,
I'm going to say it's a reboot, not really a remake, because they're changing the mechanics. Yeah,
it's a recreation.
So it's going to be the same characters and everything else, possibly the same models. You're just going to change.
It's the same.
Changing the fighting mechanics.
The storyline, I believe, what it is. The storyline is going to be the same. And from what I've heard, they're splitting it episodic, so it's 6 episodes, and each episode will have a different game style mechanics, right? So like one will be just the mini games or something like that, and one's going to be like in a certain style, and one's going to be another certain. Like that's what they said.
Well, yeah, we'll see how that works out. Yeah,
they've probably already changed that, and I'm probably already wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, but so they said Kingdom Hearts release date at E3. They've already had 3 trailers come out too, so I believe that the release date will come out then.
But I don't care what. I've looked at YouTube. I've looked at on the.
They actually just announced Monsters Inc. World.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Like with Sully and
Yeah.
the one-eyed one.
Oh, okay.
Monsters
For
Inc.
some reason, I thought they were making like I confused it with Monster Rancher. Like they're making a Monster Rancher
The
game
fuck
now.
is that? Oh, okay. No, so right now the worlds are Tangled,
Boo.
Monster Hunter, not
Boo.
Monster Hunter, Monsters Inc.,
Meh.
the Olympus Coliseum.
Boo.
They said Baymax from Big Hero 6 is going to be in it, but they didn't say it was going to be a world.
Yeah, I
I
know they
still
had
have to
Toy
watch
Story,
that.
And Toy Story. Yep.
which is meh.
And they've said that they're doing bigger worlds, but less of them, instead of the way they were doing it with smaller, a lot of different worlds. And I don't know if I like that. I
Yeah.
like having different worlds to hop through, but having bigger worlds is super cool because then you get to just do more with stories.
Okay.
Which I don't know. And so you know how you used to have to basically when you got like Tarzan, you had to switch out Donner or Goofy. You had to pick two teammates. You have you on the little circle on the bottom right. It's your face, and then their two little faces. Then whoever else is in the world specific is on top. So you'll have 5 people in your party.
Huh.
Right. So in which one was it? I think in the Tangled one you had the girl, what the fuck her name is,
Yeah, I know it.
and then I think it was the guy Flynn. Flynn? No.
Yeah, Flynn Rider and
Flynn Rider?
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, that's her name, yeah. So you have both of those on the thing as well. You have a kid. Of course he knows it. So you have 5 people, right? So you don't have to give up Donald or Goofy.
Yeah.
Victory.
Which is cool. I like that mechanic. I know, Brandon. I was giving it to you.
I know.
Ruined
See,
it.
this is the situation.
Ruined it.
You trolled
I
trolled
gave it to
yourself.
you. I gave it to you.
Because
I need that.
I was like, I don't care. 1, you have a boy, and then 2, not only just that, I'm not gonna be sexist on that, but
It was a good movie.
It was probably the better movie they've made in the last couple of years.
I still haven't seen Big Hero 6, and everybody gives me crap
totally
about
worth seeing. Totally worth seeing.
No, let me tell you why. Because that kid's friends screwed him over on getting his revenge that he needed to feel happy.
Why are you spoiling this shit for him?
I'm gonna watch it anyways. Yeah, it's past that point.
No, they saved him from being what he's not.
No. That guy was all like, I don't care if your brother died. Big whoop. And I'm like, oh, you gotta go. And that's what the kid was gonna do. And they stopped him. And he almost had to win for his friends. His friends screwed him over when they killed. Just imagine this. You're playing Monster Hunter World, right? And this monster's been jacking you up for a week. And then you finally get a chance to finish him off, and your friends screw you over, and you don't get the loot.
Not the same.
That's
Not the same.
Exactly the same.
No, because it's a person versus a dinosaur.
You
You can talk to a
The
person.
dinosaurs have been chaos.
No.
English.
The only way your friends can screw you over in that whole setup that you just said is that they got the loot and you didn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
So So I get that.
So that happened.
But see, that is going to kill that person that got you to tell you that basically prevent you from getting loot. It's still not okay. Still not okay. No.
See, Brandon. Now you're gonna now everybody's gonna use this as an example that say video games cause this hate.
It doesn't
Nice
cause hate. I just think that if somebody wants revenge, let them get it. Especially if it's right in front of them. Let them know it's not your job to decide their life. Let them have their consequences.
Yeah, but if you know better.
Who cares? Fine.
As a friend,
No.
and let's make sure you know what the friend.
No.
You could give them advice. Now, if they go past that, and you try to hold them, you could be like, no, and then if he does it, he does it.
But see, they didn't do that. They weren't good friends. They physically were disrupting him from doing
They
his job.
stopped him from murdering somebody.
Not murdering. Murdering is that's an ugly word. Murder is the correct word. It was an ugly word. It was a
Just like arson's an ugly word, but if you light somebody's house on fire, that's what you just did.
It was revenge killing. It's different.
Murder.
No, that's different.
Still murder.
No, murder is not. No, murder is different from revenge killing.
Okay, what's your definition then? The difference. What makes it different from the two?
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I want to hear this
Okay,
because
whatever.
I don't think this sounds
Whatever.
different.
So murder is you're going after someone that hasn't killed anyone, right? They just like, oh, well, that.
So you're talking about like someone kills someone innocently.
Yeah, but revenge killing, they already killed someone that you cared about. It's time for an eye for an eye. That's a revenge killing. Totally different. Let's just say if I was in a jury and the guy's like this, yeah, boy, he killed my family. I'm like this, innocent. I'm not trying. No, I understand that guy. I understand where he's coming from. Totally justified.
Wow.
Hey, nobody was.
This is
so-
what causes like big world hits, man. Eventually, enough eye for the eye just gets to the point where it gets ridiculous.
Nobody was
Nobody's
thinking.
left.
Yeah.
Nobody's left.
Nobody was arguing about that when they got from taking one after his daughter. He killed a bunch of people.
He didn't want to kill them. He just wanted his daughter back.
No. He said, I have a set of skills.
He said to get her back. That's all he wanted.
But
he wasn't intending to go murder everybody. It was they stopped. They didn't let him make the choice. They came at him with another gun, and he's like, "All right, fine, let's do this."
He wanted a revenge tour.
No, he went to get his daughter back,
That was
and
totally
they
weird.
shot at him.
He was going on a revenge tour, kidnapping his daughter. That was a revenge story. That was
It
totally
is,
a revenge
yes.
story.
But
John,
even at the end, when he was like, "I don't want to shoot you. I just want a daughter back."
Nobody got mad at John Wick. He
No,
wanted a revenge
a lot of
tour.
people got mad at him, but they said it was justified because it was a dog,
See, there you go.
which I get slightly.
Okay, so he went with the dog. I was about to say I agree with him because they fucked up his car. And
That
sorry,
too. Yeah,
that car was sick.
The car was gorgeous.
See, so John Wick.
And that was also another thing where they promised that they wouldn't go after his shit. They already said, "All right, you're out. We won't touch you anymore." And then some little shit did, and he's like, "Well, no, fuck you. You went back on your word."
And not only on top of that, he was just wanting to get his car back.
Yeah.
And what did they do? They fucked with him first.
So
they pointed the gun at
It was
him.
at him, and he's like, "Well, fine. Let's do this."
They crossed the line.
so
He
the
drew the line
the
and they
kid-
crossed it.
So the kid from Big Hero 6 just wanted justice for his brother.
That's not
And the guy
He wasn't gonna bring his brother back.
and the guy that was responsible for the murder of his brother was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna mess with you now." On top of already messing with your brother. Come on, same thing. Big Hero 6 is just John Wick in the Disney version.
It's really not. It's not even. It's really not.
The Disney version of John Wick.
I don't know. If I watch it this week, next weekend we'll have a conversation on this because I will definitely want to come back and be like, all right, we're going to settle this.
Big Hero 6 is just a Disney version of John Wick.
Okay, there we have the title for the podcast. Just the Disney version of John Wick.
I'm just saying, man. They weren't singing in this one at least, so therefore there was no singing in John Wick.
Was there no singing in this one?
Nope.
It's
there was no
Pixar,
singing.
yeah, so they didn't.
There was no singing in there, and so Potato Pie.
Oh, it's also not Disney, isn't it? It's Pixar.
No, Pixar was owned by Disney. It's Disney. It's
Well,
Disney.
okay, yeah. They did get bought
It's
because
like-
they left and then they came.
It's
they
like
got back.
Activision Blizzard. Activision owns Blizzard. It's a Activision product too.
Fair.
It's wow.
There.
Same thing.
That's why
Oh,
Destiny
wait,
no
Activision
longer-
owns Blizzard?
Activision Blizzard. It's called Activision Blizzard. They own them, but they were so big they took part of the
Does
name.
Activision still own the rights of Marvel, or is it this is Disney Marvel still? It's not Activision Marvel.
Disney owns Marvel. Disney owns everything Marvel, which then basically they may have given out the rights for Activision to make those games because Disney gave them the EA right for Star Wars, for DA.
Which I hope they pull back
God,
because
that
they
would be
are
the funniest
just...
Are they gonna pull it back?
They
I
talked
thought
about
that
it.
was-
I
Yeah.
think Disney said. I think I saw an article saying Disney was looking for somebody else to take the video game rights for Star Wars.
They need to because
Dude, I wouldn't-
Evil Alliance is really messing this up.
It
Dude,
is,
what
yeah.
if-
I feel bad for DICE because DICE actually makes good games.
Yep.
They
What
really
if-
do.
What if that's the?
But
what if
EA
that's
just
product
dorked
too?
them.
What if Microsoft's thinking about saying we'll do it?
I don't know if I trust Microsoft to make it.
They cast too many games.
No, that's the reason why I don't like Microsoft. Because I actually did buy an Xbox, and the only reason why was for that stupid Dragon game, and I can't remember the...
Scalebound.
Yes!
It was so terrible.
It was going to be an awesome game.
Dude, here's
It was going to be
Corey,
an awesome game.
Here's the trailer. It's the trailer. Come on, we can do this. Totally awesome. Like the guy was talking like that.
Remember the trailer?
The whole game like this. Oh, this is corny as heck. Dude,
It is corny as heck. Doesn't make it a bad game. Is it fun?
That's
Is
what
it
I was
fun?
looking... You get to use a dragon. Come on.
They had a dragon fighter wearing Beats by Dre. It was, it was not.
That's awesome.
It was not meant
And I
to
don't
be.
really appreciate the headphones, but that's fantastic that it's in a video game.
It's not a video game anymore because it failed.
It was in a video
Because the
game.
guy was like,
No,
totally
it didn't
awesome.
fail.
We got this.
It was canceled.
It was
They-
canceled. You know what?
They got to pull.
They
something
were
out
like...
just like
They-
Fable.
They were like... How do I say? For video
Hey,
games...
no,
they're
Fable's
like...
totally different. Okay.
They're like Fox.
Such a-
If it's a good game or good or a good move or a good series, we're gonna cancel it and listen to everybody else bitch. But the people who have money behind other games that suck balls, we're just gonna let it go through. And that's exactly what they've been doing. That's what Microsoft's been doing from here on out. And oh yeah, PUBG was an exclusive
No,
out of consoles, maybe.
it wasn't an exclusive because it first came out on PC.
I know, but this is what they keep on wanting to say.
It's a for consoles. It's exclusive to Xbox, right? It's not.
But it
they don't
didn't come out first on Xbox.
Is it on PlayStation?
No. But it didn't come out first for Xbox. It came out first for PC. Not even on Xbox, Microsoft's thing.
Came on the superior race.
Well, let's say it was on Windows available for Windows 10.
Is there Windows 10 on freaking Xbox? No.
Technically
they're
it
using
is.
the same.
It's technically Windows 10.
They're calling it not, but it's the same interface.
They're going to say the same thing as like, oh, Windows and Linux is the same thing. It's not. It's not. Not even close.
What is?
Windows and Linux, they're not the same.
Windows 10 is the same as Xbox. Like look at
The OS is they did an update like a year and a half ago to make Windows or Xbox more Windows 10
it's really Windows 10 like now. It's ridiculous.
so that they can do crossplay.
Yeah, that's where I knew it was going to go.
Cortana now, which I don't trust Cortana. Don't trust those voice things, man.
Your phone's listening to you right now.
No,
I
it's
know,
not.
right?
You know.
Your computer's listening to you right
No,
now.
it's well, Dad. It's because of our mics.
No, it is listening to you right now. It's Windows 10 is gathering
Are we down
information.
on one mic? I think we're down on one mic.
We're down to my mic? Yeah, we're down to my mic.
God damn.
See, that's what happens, man.
Well, that's how you know it's been too long.
It's time to go.
Time to end it.
All right, guys. Well, until next time, we're gonna head out, and
Why?
that's the end of it.
Why is that one red?
Oh, I turned it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I turned it up.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
And we are back here with another podcast. We are here with Corey, Joe, and myself, Brandon, and we're going to be watching Joe play for the first time The Wolf Among Us.
Pretty solid game.
Pretty good game. I'm trying to talk about it. I'm terrible about talking about stuff, about spoiling it.
Really?
So I'm going to try.
It's a good game. It's about fairy tale creatures in New York.
But I will talk about the actual story and before he even got to that point, and then I'll be jacked up, so I don't want to use that.
This is basically just telling you that they are fairy tale creatures, but they use a magic spell to look like humans while they're there, right? So I think one of the characters is like a frog and one of them's like a pig, but they're just people, right? They just
okay.
right? They look like people, but they are actually like when they're not